Hi, everybody.
Hi,
I'm John and
Joni.
Joni. Yeah, we are this for John and Joni Slots, Double J. Uh, I don't know. We think about changing the name. We like John and Joni, but maybe Blissamania or something. I'm a bit,
Slot Mania.
yeah. I wanted to do a sort of something different for us. Um, we've been fighting. We had the flu for the last 5 days here, so we haven't had a chance to get to the casino at all. But I actually wanted to do this video about like the state of the slot world and the casinos and our particular take or my definite particular take on it because we've been gambling a long time. I mean, long before we even knew there were slot channels, we were gambling. And I wish we would have started a long time ago. It's very, and that's the reason why I wanted to do it. I mean, when we started playing way back when, $100 you could play for hours and hours and hours.
Oh yeah,
And we played a lot of three reel
and we
slots.
did
Yeah,
many times.
yeah, we played a lot of three
Right.
reel slots. Yeah,
Right.
but you can't even find three reel slots anymore.
Yeah, those old school ones are pretty much gone. Everything's video and
Yeah, they decimated that. I mean,
yeah.
but it was fun. I mean, and you wouldn't always win. I mean, God, we know what casinos are, but you can at least play. There was play. There was feedback. And that sort of brings me to my point today about like how difficult it is for a small channel who's just getting started. And I want to say, don't quit. I want to encourage you. We're not going to stop. But it's hard when
You have a limited budget.
yeah, and there's no pays. There's just no line hits anymore. Line hits are you either get a bonus or that's
Nothing or nothing.
Right.
You're right.
it.
Yeah.
And it's
So you're playing. It makes your play. You're playing just for the bonus.
right,
Which, if it's 100 spins, you might not get it.
right. No, I mean
Yeah.
it used to be 30, 40 spins you get a bonus. Now it's 100 plus spins you get a bonus. I mean, what they have like again, we've been doing it a long time, so we've seen the changes. And if anybody says there's no changes,
Well, they probably haven't been playing that long if they
Right.
don't think there's changes.
right.
Not as long as we've been playing.
Because I mean, honestly, we got to go all the way back to 2008. Really, I mean, since the financial crash, it just seems like a money grab since that time.
Right.
And the casinos have gotten tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And the games and the paybacks and the payouts. I mean, you look at them. Look at all the slot channels you see out there. I mean, really, how many spins do they have, and how many times do you see grands actually even hit? And
That-
we're talking big rollers.
Right. And not only the amount they're betting, but the frequency.
Right.
They're in the casino every day. So you would think,
Right. Right. Right.
they're filming for their channel, they're doing every day.
Yeah.
And I've actually heard some of them say, I filmed for hours today. I lost $5,000 and I got no footage.
Yeah.
Because there's no bonuses.
And so for a small channel, you have to put that footage up. That's why a lot of times we only film the bonuses just because it's boring otherwise. I mean, it's
Right.
endless spins of nothingness, And it's not to like discourage people or to complain. It's just a simple fact of what is. I mean, casinos just aren't as fun as they used to be. They are just not. And it's not really the casinos, I guess, themselves, because like I don't think the casinos basically rent space to the slot manufacturers. It's like
Pretty
right.
much.
It's like
right.
Dan used to say. I mean, that slot machine's paying rent
Right,
for
for
that
that
space.
space. Right.
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 And so the slot manufacturers are just, I don't know, it's almost criminal, the payouts, and they lie. Look, it'll all come out one day that they're lying. They're saying it's random. They're saying they can't set it. All that stuff. They're going to say that because that's what they have to say. I think it's all bogus. I think it's the same thing with table games. You used to see, hand dealts never in the shoot. Now they're all shoot. So you can't tell me that there isn't some genius out there that knows how many people are sitting at the table, what cards to shoot out for who's sitting at the table to put it in the dealer's favor. I mean, oh, I know there's conspiracy, John. Well, it'll probably all come out one day, and it'll be like, yeah, well,
Right.
casinos have been cheating for years. And it's not to say that we're not going to stop going to casinos. We're not. We're going to keep our channel. We're going to keep spinning because for us, it's not
we
just
enjoy it.
Well, it's not. Look, let's be real here. Being punched in the face is, it's like golfing, hitting the ball in the woods all the time. It's not always enjoyable. Winning is fun, but she enjoys it more than I.
I do.
I was never a gambler. She was a gambler. Married her, and then I got suckered in. And I have I have an addictive person. No, I don't have an addictive personality, but I don't. What is it? ADHD. I mean, I have to conquer something. So if I lose, then I have to keep playing till I beat you. I have to figure it out.
It's a bad. Let's just say it's a bad thing to have that about slot.
It's a bad
machines.
mix. But you can't figure it out. I have figured it out. They just cheat. They just simply do. Their odds, our payouts are not like what they used to be at all. Just not even in the vicinity. Because then anybody, look, call me crazy. You sit in a machine and you start seeing, wait a second. And I'm not talking, there's no 3-wheel slots anymore. So it's like, 5 lines, 25 lines. But you get paid past the 3rd line and you start to see some pops. And you go, for us, that's when we go, you know what? We're going to go to a higher denom and we're going to bet higher. Because this machine, not guaranteed, but it looks like it's, because you don't see these payouts ever. You don't ever see line hits. So you start to see, I'm not talking like the first 3 lines. I'm talking the full screen. You start to see a lot of those come up and you go, It's been our experience that has bonused us well. It's not really, it's line hit us, but when the bonus hits, that's when we usually have made our most.
And anybody who's a so-called slot expert will tell you that it isn't true. It's random. But we do see it consistently. So we've got to go with what we see and how we feel about it.
Right.
There's no...
Right. And that's what
there's no other thing to do.
Right. So that's kind of what we do when we go. But it is difficult right now for a small channel. Look, high rollers is king. Always has been. But, and we love watching high rollers.
Yeah,
we love watching. The NG, awesome. Raja, Jackpot Slot Spots. I met him. He's a great guy. The mayor. But, let's be real. High limit is king, right?
Right.
But those little guys, this guy, Brian Christopher, you guys know Brian Christopher. He's huge now. But when we first started watching him, when she noticed him, she goes, that's where there's people who do slot channels? What? Right?
Right. I just happened to see him one day.
She came across Brian. We're like, what is this? People actually do this on YouTube. And then we're like, shoot. And we didn't even think about even still doing a channel at that time.
He was low rolling back then.
But, he was betting small.
Yeah.
And now look at him, and he even tells you he's got to compete, so he bets higher. But that's a successful slot channel.
Very successful. Kudos to him.
Kudos to him.
Absolutely.
That guy built from nothing. And whether you like him, dislike him, I don't know. I don't know him. I've met him briefly. So I don't know him. But, look, give credit where credit is due. Slot Queen, I know she's worked with him, but she was starting out small, and now she's $7.50, $10 bets, which is considerable. Yeah, it's not $50 or $75, but those are good bets.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch,
Right.
It's fun to watch. There's another guy out there, Las Vegas VP, we watch. He seems like a really nice person, and, he bets $3, $4.
$5, $10, smaller.
Sometimes, but he's built a channel. Sorry, this flu. But, that's what I consider really a successful slot channel, in my opinion, is, you started from absolutely nothing. That's not to say high rollers don't work. They do. They work hard. They build a business. They work and they build a platform. They
also lose a lot of money.
They also lose a lot of money. But
Right.
yeah, they build, they got people working for them. And that's another thing. What I don't understand is when someone sub back. I don't, it's like a
Yeah.
network marketing thing. We all support each other. So if someone subs to you, sub back to them, help them grow. We can
Right.
all network market and help each other grow because, like, Brian Christopher employs a lot of people. I mean, that's like,
Yeah.
that's a good thing to do. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah, you're helping others while you help
Yeah.
yourself.
Raja, I mean, the big jackpot, he employs a lot of people, and I'm sure the jackpot slot spots, they have people around them. NG, I don't know how, if he edits his own videos or somebody else does it, but I just wanted to say, I know it's difficult out there for small channels. It's hard because it's hard to get content with no pays. I mean, there's little pays anymore. There's no line hits. So you're basically playing for bonuses, which is
Right.
kind of boring. But there's, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep plugging away. We're in Arizona here. We go to Talking Stick, and there's a reason why the big channels don't come to Arizona. I mean,
Yeah, the Indian casinos here are very, very tight. They're not great. So
Very tight.
it's difficult to have a channel here. We're trying, but it's very difficult.
Yeah. And we've thought about moving to Reno. We've thought about moving to Vegas.
To
too,
Nevada somewhere. Yeah.
And honestly, it's not just because it's a slot channel, but it's tax friendly for retirees,
Right.
And so that's why we thought about it. I mean, my other channel is John Bliss Human Potential, and that's really about just. It started out grow, love, and expand. It went to a moment of bliss. Now it's human potential. Because
Dear.
it's all about positive thoughts, positive deeds, positive action. I don't always like that word be positive because being positive isn't always just saying positive things. It could be just, well, this sucked. And that doesn't mean you're not positive, it's just what is in life. So it's the same thing with the casinos. But check out that other channel too, guys. That explores all aspects of life, and working out, my spiritual beliefs, because I had sort of I guess I don't know, it's out of body experience. I've been this way my whole life. I'm sort of an intuitive, and you would say, why don't you use your psychics in the casino? Well, oddly enough, I do use my intuition in the casino. I just don't always listen to it. But when I do, it's usually right.
I know. I wish you'd stick to it.
Right?
It would help me a lot.
I can't tell you how many times I have picked the machine and
Walked away from
walked away, and then bam. I can't tell you. And also, I can't tell you how many times I have said, no, I got a feeling I'm going to stick, and boom. That happens. It's harder and harder anymore because I've always said you can't beat a cheat, no matter how hard you try. And people say that, casinos, it's just pure luck. It is pure luck, 100% pure luck. But there is sort of an intelligence to it. If you really look at it, it's just numbers and mathematics. And mathematics somehow have a sort of synchronicity to them. You can sort of understand that if you play enough. And I'm sure every slot person can, if they pay attention.
I think they would agree with you.
Right.
Because they do play.
But I do want to shout out to like Brian Christopher. I just follow him. I'm sure there's other slot channels who started out from nothing and built a good business. But kudos to you guys. I mean, it's just, I just, that was my take. I wanted to say, I know it's difficult for a small slot channel, but hey guys, keep going. Don't quit. If it's like, I wouldn't do it to make money at it. I would do it just because you like to do it. I mean, it's a love-hate relationship with me. She loves it way more than I love it. I am not good at losing. It's not that I'm not good at losing. I don't mind losing. I just don't like getting in the game. So I'm an athlete. I'm a pitcher. I played baseball. She's always said, you grab your balls, you spit, and you swear. Well, that's pretty much what you do in sports. You grab your balls in baseball, especially. I went and trained the Mariners for a while, and the Seattle Mariners here in Arizona. And I mean, literally, I walk in the door and it's like F bombs, like another appendage, and spitting everywhere. So, yeah, that's the world I grew up in. I'll try to tame it. Sometimes when I get a little saucy on our channel because, like I said,
He doesn't tame it. Not very well, anyway.
if I'm pitching, right, that's one thing that annoys me more than anything is if I don't even get a chance to get in the game, right? And so that's the only part that annoys me. It's like spin after spin after spin after spin after spin. It's like, come on, man. It's like zero payout on $100.
Right.
That's like me throwing strikes and you calling balls. Hey, what? Come on. We're going to have a problem. But anyways, that's my take. Any words?
No. I think we pretty much covered it all.
I just wanted to do this out there. Shout out to all the slot channels. Slot out to all the slot channels. And wish you well. Good luck.
Yeah, try not
Kickbox.
to stay encouraged if you can. I know it's hard, but
A lot of good people out there.
Absolutely.
Like I said,
very nice people.
I met Jackpot Slot Spot. I met the mayor, and he's he's a wonderful person, and she seems like a wonderful human being. Wish them VP. I don't know him, but he seems like a wonderful human being too. J Vegas Slots.
Yeah.
Seems like a really nice person. But you guys, anyways, and Brian Christopher, I got a shout out to him. He'll always be probably number one for us because he's what got us into this.
He was the original, the OG.
Yeah, and wish him all the best in the world, and Slot Queen and SD Guy, love SD Guy as well.
Also, right?
Love SD Guy. He's a little saucy for some people. For me, I find him hilarious. So, guys, thanks for listening. Hey, hit the like, share, subscribe. Help us grow. We'll help you grow. Let's make the world a better place for everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.